Hi, I'm Torii.
And I'm Eric. We met in 2016. I was working for the police department on an overtime assignment.
I just joined the military and I knew I wanted to be a police officer after that. We got married in September 2020, and shortly after, like a couple of months later, we found out that we were having a baby who ended up being Noah.
Yeah, we had always talked about building a dream home and having a little piece of land.
As excited as we were about the dream, we got lost in it, and that's when our marriage kind of started taking a turn for the worse.
Yeah, I would really worry about the financial side of it. I went in and I signed up for every overtime and detail assignment that I could.
He was always working. I had just started going to therapy, digging up a lot of childhood trauma. A couple months after that, I found out I had a brain tumor, and it felt like all these things were just happening at once, and the one person I really needed to talk to wasn't there.
Yeah.
I do remember the one time we went to the house and the studs were up, and I wanted to write Bible verses all over the walls, and we got into an argument.
Huge argument.
His anger was a huge downfall in our marriage, and it just reminded me of, how you build your house on sand. And that's what it felt like. It definitely wasn't on a rock.
I found out that Torii was seeking companionship somewhere else, and it broke me. I remember not having the will to live anymore.
We realized we can't keep doing this, and it's time to tell our son that we're gonna sell the house and we're not gonna be together anymore. And he said, that's not okay, and stormed out of the room at 2 years old. And I said, I don't know how we can recover from this.
I said, the only way this ever works is you put God first in your life, and I'll put God first in my life. And if there's a way, he'll make it.
We had no choice but to turn to God and really focus on ourselves.
One of the dreams of ours was just having this beautiful modern farmhouse, and all I wanted was an American flag out front. Every morning I'd go out there and I'd look at that flag, and I just felt so defeated, and I just had to surrender. And I was like, this is me surrendering. As I took down the American flag and I just went up and put up a white flag. This was my dream, but God knew that I had to get rid of all that and give it to him.
With surrendering our house, we went our separate ways.
Victoria had always mentioned to me about my anger issues and needing therapy. In one of my lowest moments, I reached out to the RPO program through our police department. He asked me if I had any religious beliefs, and I said, yeah, I go to Fusion. And he goes, really, what time? And I said, 9 a.m. And he goes, well, that's why I'd never seen you. And it was at that right at that moment that I knew God had pushed me, and I was right where he wanted me to be, right in the middle of freedom. I found out that my father passed away.
When I found out about his dad passing, I wanted to be there. It was my family too, and it kind of just all clicked to me how short life can really be. What we were going through at that time, I put it aside and I said, I'm here for you. You could just tell that something had changed in him, and I was really interested to get to know that Eric. We started healing when we stopped trying to fix each other and just focused on him. So if you think that your life is dead or broken beyond repair, we're just proof that God is still in the business of resurrection.
Yeah.